You may remember last month a University of South Carolina student was murdered after she got into a car that she thought was an Uber. And since then, the ride-sharing companies have increased their safety efforts. Uber says it will launch a social media campaign, buy ads in college newspapers, and start sending push alerts to remind passengers about safety. Uber recommends checking a driver's photo and vehicle description against what is sent when a trip is requested. Lyft says many of its vehicles have colored dashboard displays to help people identify their ride. And Lyft will also now conduct daily criminal background checks on its drivers, so it can continuously monitor them for any disqualifying criminal convictions, such as violent crimes and sexual offenses. The company will additionally require them to carry both a license and an up-to-date photo of their face. Drivers will still have to pass Lyft's annual background checks, which search both local and national databases.